Good morning. It's Monday morning and another video. Today we're going to do 4 patches in a design that will let you do some fun things with your 4 patches. So let me give you step by step what you need. We're going to start over here with, you will need 2 strips of 2 different colors. They need to be 2 inches wide. So my green is color 1, my orange is color 2. And then you will need 4 strips of the background color. Mine happens to be an off-white. So that is also 2 inches. So we have 2 inches of green, 2 inches of the orange, and 2 inches of the background. You will need 2 of the green and the orange, and you will need 4 of the background. Then the wider piece there is 3.5 inches wide. You're going to cut squares out of it. And so as you are doing that, you will use those squares. Then you're going to place one of the colored, let's take green for example, and a background, and you're going to sew the length of the strip. Now, I am far better, as you can see, that is not the whole 44 inches of the strip. I do lots better if I only cut that in half. So I'm dealing with 22 inches. You're going to sew 1/4 of an inch seam, and then you are going to press that seam open or to the side of the darker color. So you're going to be, sewing each one of those 2 strips to a background, and then you're going to open them up and press them to the darker color. Then you're going to true up the top of that strip. As you sew it oftentimes it's not the same. So you're going to true this up, and then you're going to cut 2-inch strips going down. So here they are in the orange and in the green. Easy way to make a 4 patch then, you turn them, so you've cut them like so, and you're just going to turn them so you have a 4 patch, and you're going to sew it. Again, press one direction. Doesn't really matter which direction, but press one direction. Then to this piece that you've created, you are going to add the 3.5 inch square. And so you're going to do 2 of these per our block. So this is our actual block there, the 4 inch, the 6.5 inch, they end up 6.5 inch. And so that is what is going to be your block. And then you will need to make 2 green blocks and 2 orange blocks, as you can see that I have here. And then it is a fun time to arrange. You can see one of the arrangements is already on the board, and that is this. But look at the fun arrangements you can do if you just change those blocks like so. So now you have another arrangement of those blocks. So that's an idea. Or here is another idea of how those blocks could be arranged for yourself. So you can do lots of different arrangements. I have to tell you that my favorite is this arrangement, because I love the look when you're doing a bigger quilt all the way around, that you can get that vertical or that diagonal look, and you haven't had to work very hard at it, and you also don't have to sew it on the diagonal. So that will give you some ideas. So let's go over it real quickly. You're going to start with, let me get this situated. You're going to start with 2 strips that are 2 inches wide of 2 different colors. Mine today are green and orange. You're going to start with 4 strips of the 2 inches wide of background color. And you're going to have one strip of the 3.5 inches wide. It's very simply done. You're going to sew your background to one of your strips, and you're going to do a 1/4 inch seam, press it towards the darker color. So I always say that because some people like to use black or gray, a dark gray, as their background color. So you press it always towards the darker color, true up the top, and then cut 2-inch strips all the way down that newly created 2-colored strip. And then you're going to do your 4 patches, which are shown up above. You'll place 2 of them together, sew on the edge, press, and then you're going to add to that the 3.5 inch square. Each of the smaller blocks are 6.5 inches square. So this is going to give you a 12.5 inch square. Finally, you will need 2 orange smaller blocks and 2 of the green smaller blocks, and then you can have fun rearranging. I have this all written down for you if you weren't able to follow. Here at the store, contact Calico Cottage, and we will be glad to send it to you today. Thank you much for watching.